Brak here. How are you? Okie dokie, so how's it going? Alright, I'm up, I'm here, I'm ready to do some painting. And we'll get stuck into it at the moment. So, I still don't know what I'm doing just yet. Hey, so if you're bored, say g'day. If not, alright, so what I thought I might do, I want to try and put some dry brush on the metal bits first, because as is my want. And skip that. So I haven't really worked out what colour I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go camo, but so just dry brush all the metal, although it's a little bit more wetter than I would have liked. I would have preferred to be a bit, and it won't really matter too much if I go over it, over everything too much, because I will be painting. Well, it doesn't really matter if I put some stuff on the flesh. Now the main reason I'm doing this sub-assembly is because the way this works is that we have these guards here that goes over like that, and I want to try and get all the paint on it. So that's what I'll be doing. And here we are. I'm still talking to myself. No one's here. I wonder why everyone is here. We're off doing stuff. Ah, well, that's just the way it goes, I suppose. Well, I'd say this is a medium dry brush, isn't it? I think I'm just going to leave that as it is. So what I thought I'm going to do is I might try camo again. I'm a bit unsure how camo is going to work on this, but what the heck? You only live, you're only young once, or I was young once, and now I'm a little bit older. So, main reason for camo is because I already have a Gearguts model, Gearguts Mark II in the Def Skull colours. So since I am now doing blood axes, I thought I'll go for the blood axe motif. I'll just put that there. Let's get stuck into it. Now, I probably should be using a bigger brush, but I can't seem to find it. So it's going to take a little bit longer. Then I could sort of skirt around. You know, that's not going to work. Sorry, I just like to mix off camera. It's just my way. There's nothing really to look at here. So, okay, so yeah, that's a little bit better, isn't it? We're just going to do everything in the brown. The sides. Most of this will probably be unseen, but still. Nothing worse than peering into a model and then seeing a blank bit because you miscalculated where you didn't need to paint. So my quick fix for that these days is to try and paint it all, except where except where things connect. So everything, I want everything of the armor to be brown. So what type brushes do you like to guys to use? I find that this 6 is a little bit too big for this type of work. I go for some of the big vehicles, but I think I prefer a 5 or a 3. But I don't. Unfortunately, I'm not kind on my brushes, and I've just done a big work on some vehicles, and my number 3 brush has kaput. So I've got to go and buy some. I've got to get some money out first. So in the description below, there's all the links that you can go to. If you'd want to support me, there's Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee. So go and follow those links. It's muchly appreciated. It helps. Everything helps with the hobby. And you can also help by liking, subscribing and sharing. Quick update. Still trying to work out what the best days to do live. Maybe I just should probably bite the bullet, do lives around about this time every night and then see what works and then go with that. Because it is October and I've got a lot of things I can paint and do, such as this lovely Gearguts Mark II model. Mark III. Oh, did it again. Oops. Okay. I know, singing Britney Spears. It's not very punk rock of me, is it? Or is it? Is it? Maybe it is. I'll just try not to worry about what people think about me anymore. It's your own personal opinions. They aren't really any of my business, are they? At this stage, it doesn't really matter how accurate or neat you are. It's just getting the colour on. And see, I missed a bit. Jeez, Louise, where'd it go? There it is. Quite nice still. It's my go-to metallic paint at the moment. I picked it up once because the store that I went to had no line breaker, and I went, you know what? Oh, look at this one. I'm gonna try that. They had no line breaker, no lead belt, which is what I usually used, and what was that one? Try it, see how it goes. And I liked it so much. The next time I bought a couple of pots of it because I tend to go through metal a lot. Just gonna do this chain around the lights. Just gonna do the bits on the exhausts that are flat. That's the word I was looking for. That are flat. Just gonna do those first. Just anxious here, just about to step out to work. It's good to see that someone's keeping the economy going, because it's definitely not me. That's what I say. Well, thank you for saying it. Thank you for dropping in anyway. You always seem to be one of the people I like to come and visit, so that's always nice. I really appreciate it. It is, they call it gold. Balthazar gold. And it needs a good shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. Yes, you've seen it here, folks. I am mental. I have lost, I've gone off my rocker, lost my bananas. I am a sandwich short of a picnic. Screw loose completely and nah. And I'm painting Balthazar gold onto the bumpy bits. And in between the bumpy bits and the flat bits, there's just a little bit of ray stuff. Now I'm just going to leave that because so the main reason I want to leave that is because I have given it a bit of a dry brush, and so it doesn't really need enough, and I will be washing this with probably with Nuln oil, and then I'll be highlighting it up again, so it doesn't really need enough. I'll just have to wait and see what the washes do. Then I go a bit uneven with my washes, and that's sort of done by design because I just like a little bit of, just gives it a little bit of randomness to it. Things can pull up in places and it looks a bit darker, so I think it gives a bit more natural look than just having a nice even washed. But that's my preference. That's just me. You don't have to do that. That is what I like. Now, while I am painting this, now I would also like everyone else who is painting an Ork model to go and enter it in the Brak's Beast of a Challenge, which I'm hosting over at the Brain Boys Mech Shop. So go check that out. Any orc model you like. It can be a fleshy model. It can be a vehicle. It can be a chopper. It can be a warboss. It can even be a grot, as long as it is in 40k. I made it a 40k challenge because that's what I do. I'm going to have some special guest judges, and they'll probably choose a person that they like, and that person will get $40 gift voucher from OTP Terrain, and then another person, I will just find something that I like. I'm calling that the Brax Wow, and they'll get $20. So 2 prizes up for offer. So go in, have a look. I won't be looking at technical painting. I don't know what the other judges will be looking at, but it'll just be what really grabs me. What just, when I see it, I just go, oh my god, that's nice. That's my criteria for the judging, I should say. Oh, worms are failing me. If you haven't joined the Brain Boys Mech Shop, please do. It's a reasonably new Discord community, and it's one that I'm spending a lot of time in at the moment. I'm trying to give it a red hot go because it lines up a lot with my goals and how I'd like to see a Discord. And one of the features that we have here is that we try to get a lot of orc content creators. So these doing YouTube like myself, Twitch, or even some 3D printers, people who are sculpting, and we sort of try to, and people who use these products as well. So you, the viewer. So yeah, we go get all 3 people together, and so the whole idea is that if you, the viewer, say, oh, you know what, I haven't seen this type of content, I'd really like to see this. You go to suggestions and suggest away, and then one of the content guys, if they think if it's in their skill set, they'll go, yeah, why not? Or yes, we will do it. It really depends on what country they come from, I suppose. And from all over the globe, there's quite a lot of us. Well, there's a few of us that make my pop, I suppose. Depends on what you think a lot is. What is a lot for you? Very important question, I need to know. So what I'll do, I'll have this live run for a couple of days, and then I'll go and edit it down to sort of get all the good bits and the highlights, and we can go on from there. So if you're watching that one, please put all the links below. Still, go and put what you're working on into the Breakfast Club, and go and put yourself into the Mech Boys, the Brain Boys Mech Shop, not Mech Boys Brain Shop. That's something completely different and a bit disturbing. Yeah, love to have you in all those platforms. Post away, and then have a bit of a chat, or even talk about what you're doing in the comments. By doing all those things help me, helps the channel, helps both the Discord servers that I am associated with. I would prefer to do these lives during the daytime. My eyes are better, but apparently a lot of my viewers are from the United States or the UK, and they tend to not be awake when I'm awake. Ah, Mr. Pale is here. Hello, how are you? What are you working on? Let me tell you what I'm working on. I'm finally getting around to doing it. Finally getting around to do it. If you're working on the Brax challenge, beast of a challenge. Because yeah, anyone, I've let it open. Even other people, other affiliates, they can join in too. Because there's so much people giving away stuff. It's a bit like Christmas. It's a bit like a secret Santa, but there's no secret. In that 8 hours, I'm dropping a mini bat rep. And that's all I'm going to say. I plan to get probably about 16 little mini battles done during ORKTOBER. That's the problem with prime and white, prime and black sometimes, is that you've got to wait till you put some paint down to see whether you've missed something or not. And the more the better. Yep, that's better. These little gibbonsies here. And I'm going to use Balthasar Gold. I would have preferred to have a 3 brush, a number 3 brush, but it's gone kaput. Number 2, your chicken's ready. A chicken palmy for number 2, number 2, chicken palmy. I'm not right in the head. I'm a little bit strange tonight. Alright, let's get on this up. Let's get on to it. This little guy's art at. He's a cyborg, isn't he? He's all cyborg on this side. He's got a big tin plate. Got a couple of tin plates here. I wonder what this story was. Who hit him in the head? Who stopped talk or to concentrate? But I'm not really concentrating that hard, because you can tell I'm not concentrating that hard because I'm hammering it out. Just do that when you're a kid. You used to poke your tongue out while you're concentrating. The pale orc is doing snagger boys. Nice. And you're going to put them in trucks. I've been playing a game with a mate of mine, Tom. And I've played 2 games with him so far with his voice string. And the whole idea we're going to do bat reps. But unfortunately, especially with the first 1,000 points, I thought half of its filming's corrupted. So I got up to turn 2, and that's basically it. Everything else I just can't use. And I've been trying to work out. I tried talking talking through it and things like that with old pictures, but the quality just, it looked like 2 separate videos, so I'm not going to do it, which is really, really sad, which is why I'm planning on doing the mini bat reps. So Angus attempted filming a game once. Was it fun? I enjoyed the process. I know what mistakes I made. I know what I've got to focus on, what I've got to talk about. But I really want to try and get it right, and get it right for you, the viewer. I think I'm going to give him a shirt. But while I am working on that, let's get the Morghast. Not Ushanti. With these mini battles I did, I actually took the laptop outside onto the back deck and used this camera. And filmed it from there, so that looks okay. Did a lot of filming, so yeah, and got probably about 4 or 5 minutes out of 20 minutes of filming. So there's a lot of cutting. But I think that was mainly because a lot of it was me just looking up rules. So a bit of Morghast bone onto the teeth. Let's get these teeth going. Oh, look at these lovely teeth. And the top, do that as well. Okay, so what's been happening in the chat? Balorg says, I've been playing all different clans, but to avoid pissing everyone off at the store, I have avoided taking the revenue. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, that. Well, one day, you and I can play, and you can take, I'll let you bring your raven. That'll be fun. Good morning, Mr. Gearguts. He's the man himself. The mad genius who has designed this little guy. Well, little. He's this size, isn't he? Well, actually, it's about a bit more. So, I hope you're well. I've got a bit for a little while, so a little chat after you ditch your big game. How did the big game go? I caught up on the highlights that Scary did. That was great. And I've just lost my train of thought. But that's right. I was going to do the inside of the mouth, wasn't I? You probably didn't know that because I didn't vocalise that. So let's get some cornbread. Smack him on the inside of the tongue. I go on Twitch and watch streams, and there are people, and they've got all this stuff planned out, and they know exactly what colour they're doing and what order they're going to do it, and they've done a lot of work. I am not one of these people. I am just not. I just don't. I've shunned planning. I can just wing it. I like winging it. I'm a wing it sort of a guy. And I think I'm going to make the shirt will end up being Ogren camo, but for the meantime, I think a nice base colour. Good old Xandri does him. Rough as guts, that's me. That's me. Good old rough as guts. Like, it's not going to be seen. I think I've said, I'm repeating myself. If you've heard this before, just, I'm an old man like to repeat. Maybe it's just the beads. Beads means farts. So, I'm sure everyone knows that this Gearguts is part of the Orktober festivities. And you can actually get it over on geargutsmeshop.com. I'll put a link there. Go and have a look. He's got 20% off for physical models and 35% off STLs. So that's good. That's not bad. That's not a bad discount, is it? And for those people who aren't watching this live and are going to be watching the edited version of this, then there is a link below in the description. Don't mind the old brown. I'm not quite sure how, but I'm going to camo it. And I can think about that at another time. As long as I get these colours down here done, I can think about that later. I might not cameo this. I might. Oh, I've got a plan. I've just come up with a plan. It's not an evil plan. It's just a plan. I was talking about OTP terrain too, wasn't I? They also have a discount happening. 20% off Gearguts models, but you've got to buy. I think you need to buy $50 worth first. OTP terrain. All my models get printed from them. They're really good, great service. They get to you. Never have an issue. And yes, I am an affiliate with them as well. But yeah, I was saying good things about them beforehand, and nothing has really made me want to change my point of view on that. So I'm not going to camo these panels. I'm going to make them just keep them a little bit plain, actually. But it should make a little bit of sense. So what we'll do is we've got some Caliban green there. Put that in like that. And the other panel will be camo green, which is the other colour. One of the colours in my camo. Another little coat. Yep, I'll have to do another coat of that. It's a bit streaky, isn't it? Back. Oh my god, where's this boomer music coming from? I'm not a boomer, I'm just Gen X. I should be singing punk rock songs. Pat 'em in the ends. Top music like that. Maybe a bit of Cure. Or Joy Division. I can dance Joy Division. Now that's the Bombats. There's me corn red for There's four little skull here. Red for that one, red for that one. So on these little raised squares here, just a little bit of red, ochre and camo on the other three little squares. It's not easy, what, being green or just finding stuff to talk about? Oh, that's what happened. That's what happened on the weekend I can tell you about. It was my 22nd wedding anniversary on Saturday. So, to celebrate, my wife decided to go up to the local bar and drink cocktails in the afternoon. We became day drinkers. Then we went home and watched TV. Because we was getting old. I got a little pissy. That for the American fella, that actually means drunk. I didn't get upset. I got a bit. Yes. Saying you're pissed means something completely different down here. Sort of means you're drunk. And I didn't realise that. Especially, and I learnt that the hard way when I was in the States visiting my cousins. We got drunk, we were having a good time, we went back, and I'm saying, wow, it's a really good night. I am so pissed. Everyone wanted to know why I was upset. I'm going, I'm not upset, I'm just pissed. And they all getting really agitated. They couldn't work what was going on, and I couldn't work it out. And I went, no, you're all silly. I didn't say that aloud because I was so happy and these are nice people. And they're trying to work out why I was upset. And I'm going, I'm not upset, I'm just pissed, I'm quite happy. And they couldn't work it one out. And I couldn't work it out. And then we woke up next morning and talked it out, and then we discovered that, yeah, communication issues. I suppose. It's a good thing I didn't say that to someone. I was at the bar. I might have gotten into a fight. You know, don't really do fights. This side is Cyborg's. I'm going to give him a little glass eye. A little glass eye. Warboss green. Let's get some Warboss green onto the little boy's face. Alright, buddy, thanks for dropping in. Angus is going to go, so catch you later. Thank you for popping in and saying g'day. Do you know what? I am almost there. I'm almost done, I think. I think it's time for me to... I am flagging fast. Been there now. It's been a long day. It's been a long day of editing. And I am going to leave this here. Okay, there is some stuff to have a look at. So I'll do that. Let's go and have a little look. Okay, so Mr. Pale has, that's what he's been doing. This is showing off your work. We've seen Jude, so let's have a look at Pale's little burners. So this is very much of the Pale style that we all know. It is the light coloured skin and the green, the rest of it's green. Well, the metal, the clothes, it's all green, a little bit of browns. And it works really, really well. I didn't think it would when I first heard it, but I went and had a look, and yeah, it's real nice. These guys looking good. So burners in a truck or a battle wagon. That sounds like fun. That sounds like loads of fun. Oh, and here are some Space Marines. I think he's working on too. He's sort of doing some little Space Marines in the background. But we're talking about looking at orcs, so that's not too bad. Is that, and here is Gearguts Mech 3, and look at that. There is no way, there's no chance in hell that I'm going to get as good as that. But I'll attempt. I'll give it a good old red college go, or whatever you call those sort of things. and I'll give a go. But oh, that's nice. I'm really liking some of these. The shading on the skin around here is really good. Oh, it's nice. I do like the camera light angles. That's all that dark here. It's a very nice artistic shot. Okay, well that was all the people showing off their work. Let's go over to the Brain Boys workshop and have a look at the entries so far in the progress. So we've got 2 people doing stuff at the moment. So we've got Rusky199, and please come and do this. So there's only 2 people, so there's a good chance that these 2 people will get the gift vouchers. Nice the little buggy that he's done there, and he puts a little bit of colour on it. Yellow and the red, I really like that. And it's going to look good when he's really finished. But apparently he's working, so he hasn't had time to do it. And Dark and Moon has got this far with his kill tank, which I really love. Oh, and the little Def Skulls in me, just love that blue. There's just something about that colour I really like. And it's even popping before it needs to. And apparently he's done one recently and another one. So that's the Kill Burster, isn't it? And that's what it looks like. So hopefully he wants it to look very similar to this. So yeah, looking good. Looking good. If you have something you'd like to do. So hopefully we'll see more work here. But you know, if you don't, get in. If you want to get a chance to get a $40 voucher or a $20 gift voucher from OTP Terrain, you don't have to be Australian to do it. Now remember, they do deliver elsewhere, so you could buy stuff from there, and this can help with your postage and probably a little bit extra as well. So that'd be great. And OTP Terrain are always doing some sort of discount. If not, my link it'll get you a 5% discount. And on those times that they're not, they tend to be doing a lot of discounts, which is great. So yeah, check that out. That's all we had to have a look for now. So that's it. That was it. I hope you enjoyed it, had a great time. I am tired. I think I might have another little cup of tea. And I think I'm going to grab a cup of tea and then go and unwind in the Brain Boys Mech Shop for a little while. So if you want to do that, come and join me. But remember, if you are going crumping, you got to bash early and bash often. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like, subscribe and share. Do all the algorithmic things. And if you would like to help me out financially, there's always Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon. The links are in the description. Okay, time to toddle off. So remember, if you go on crumping, you've got to bash early and bash often.